Somebody told me you can't shoot tanks with the ROS-132 rockets off the Pe-2 with any degree of accuracy, and I said, bro, hold my beer. Turns out you can shoot those rockets accurately, it's just a pain in the ass. The ROS-132s don't quite pack the same punch as the ROFS-132s you get on the IL-2. I don't know what that F stands for, but my guess would be fucking awesome. You do get 10 rockets on the Pe-2 compared to the IL-2, but rockets 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 fire as pairs. So you really only have 8 shots, the last 2 in pairs. Now don't get me wrong, the ROS-132s are still light years better than the ROS-82s, but unless you hit the turret on the Tiger or Panther, it's just gonna laugh at you. And the mighty Ferdinand, don't even bother. And while a near miss with the ROFS-132 on a Panzer III or IV will often get you a kill, that won't happen much with the ROS-132. But that's not even the worst part. They're hard to aim because they fire high and you have to aim low. And it looks to me like their convergence is a little different than the ROFS-132s coming off the IL-2. But regardless, the sight picture that works for me looks like this. Imagine extending this horizontal line all the way out on the side of the next rocket. Now imagine extending this vertical line all the way up. That's the invisible crosshair that will get you in the ballpark of the tank. Once you know that, it's just a matter of practice. With the IL-2, I know how to use different aiming points for a long-range shot and a close-range shot. But with the Pe-2, I just use this single sight picture for a moderately long-range shot. It's far enough back that most of the time you can avoid the obstacles around a tank, except for really tall trees. I'm sure it's possible to work out different sight pictures for firing distances closer in and farther out than what I use. I'm just too lazy to figure it out. You can make rocket runs in the IL-2 without ever having to climb higher than 100 meters, but because you have to aim lower in the Pe-2, you have to climb higher before the start of the attack run. I climb to about 400 meters above ground level, and the dive angle spans from 12 to 17 degrees. Even from 400 meters altitude, if you put your imaginary crosshair on the target at the start of the dive, you'll plow into the ground right in front of the tank. I usually keep the vertical crosshair steady line slightly above the tank and slowly bring it down until the horizontal line is in the middle section of the tank when it's time to fire. When the tank fills out the space between these vertical stadia lines, it's time to cut loose. So it's a matter of timing this line to be here when the tank is at the correct distance as indicated by its size as measured here. When the target is a Sturmgeschütz, I have found that I need to put the vertical crosshair on the right edge of the vehicle for a left rocket shot and on the left edge for a right rocket. For whatever reason, it just seems to work better for that particular vehicle. Now here's a tip. It's tempting to move in for a closer shot, especially when the tank's in the open. If you do that with this aiming point, because of convergence, the rocket will impact to the side. When you practice this, you'll see what I mean. Another tip is to make sure you get plenty of horizontal separation from the target to give yourself a nice, long, deliberate lineup. The Pe-2 is a lot more wobbly than the IL-2, and if you start too close and have to rush that shot, you're probably going to miss. So here's an example mission with a little real-time commentary, and instead of making a separate mission video putting bombs or rockets together, I take along the 6 FAB-100s and drop them after the rockets are all out. You'll see me clip a tree, lose my flaps, get shamed by a Ferdinand, but walk away with 11 kills. Ground elevation is about 100 meters above sea level. So most of the time I'm going to make my turnaround with these rockets when I hit about 300 meters altitude or 200 AGL and come out of that turn at around 500, 400 AGL. Right rocket, left edge. Nice left side rocket offset. tricky. Engine damage. I didn't feel the plane jerk, so I know I didn't hit it that hard. But I can see on the control panel that right engine RPM is ticking just a little bit. Just keep an eye on that. If I was online, I'd probably keep going just for the simple fact I know I can get this thing back with one engine if I have to. There's a trick to it. But if I had that problem and I was missing a aileron or a stabilizer, I would have to see if I could still maintain decent accuracy in that situation. Accidentally hit my Bombay door button. I put it on the pinky button on my joystick and I keep bumping it accidentally. Yeah, if I had felt the plane jerk when I hit that tree, most of the time I'll go straight home because I know that wing is damaged and I don't want to put a lot of stress on it with attack dives. Two shots left with double rockets. Kind of hit the front armor. That's never good. Oh, cool. Yeah, that would have been a shame to have to put 4 rockets on a Panzer IV to take it out. Should we tempt fate and find something big? It's either a tiger or a panther over there. I can't tell. Panther. That was all the rockets. Now we'll drop some bombs. You know, like I said about the Pe-2 versus IL-2, the only criteria really for Pe-2 is the size of the tank. I'll kind of shy away from the heavies with rockets because I know it's just so much easier to kill a medium tank. But with the bombs, I mean, if there's heavies in the area, then I'll go after them. Ferdinand. Oh, forgot to put my pitch back. Hurry, 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 hurry. No. That was just too rushed, and I would have missed that. There's no way I was going to get that. There we go. That one felt pretty good. Try our luck with that mighty Ferdinand. Go after this tiger down here. Go after that elephant down there. It's covered by a lot of trees. It's kind of a shallow angle here. Did not feel that comfortable. Oh, that was way long. Shit, that was long. Hit the front armor. 3 bombs and nothing. Well, that just goes to show you, the mighty Ferdinand is not to be trifled with lightly. You better put him down right. You're going to go home with your tail between your legs. That's pretty weird. Usually it's the rockets I miss with and I get hits with the bombs. Just goes to show you, anything can happen. As always, thanks for watching. This is HVB. Peace out.